guys, welcome back to Sim UK. So look at this, we don't have any errors anymore. They've been working hard on the bus company simulator. It looks like they've fixed all the problems. I'm not sure whether I experienced problems or not, but certainly some people did, and it's good to see that they fixed them. Now, I mentioned last week that there was going to be some form of compensation, and indeed that's what the error message was saying for a while, that all those of us who have suffered will be receiving compensation. Now, the compensation that they were referring to, although they weren't necessarily clear, is in multiplayer. So basically they've paid us off. So if I just load into my career, now I didn't know this at first. You see, I've got 29,000 in the bank now. 29,000 in the bank, so that's my compensation. They've paid me off in the game. Now, that's fine, but I think maybe that should have been optional. I don't know. But, yeah, I've got a whole whacking load of CP points and an extra 10 or 20 grand in my bank account. So I could basically pay the bank off now. So let's... credit amount, 20,000, not yet repaid, 20,000. And 54. Oh, there you go. It's actually logged in here. Look, sorry for the server problems, and then probably the same in German. 10,000 euros credit. Pay back the loan. Boom. Now we don't have to pay 50% of our profits back to the bank, and we still got 8,479 in the bank, and that's just going to go up and up and up and up. The learning curve for this is, like OMSI, quite a steep one. It turns out, guys, that the money I'm earning in single player career is in no way translated to the multiplayer. So you see here we got 8,479 euros in single player. If I go to multiplayer, navigating this is quite complicated. Okay, so you're only allowed to have 2 companies. It seems like OMA has offered to start a company with me, and obviously I've started applying for my own. But it costs 100,000 euros, as I'm sure you'll know. I'm just trying to figure out somewhere where I can see how much money I actually have. It's quite complicated to navigate this with the lack of tutorial or whatever. Oma, I'm going to say, buddy, I'm going to say no at the moment because, well, neither of us have money. Let's agree to that. So, okay, guys, here's an option. Here's an idea. If you want to start a company up with me, then it's going to cost you 10 grand. No, it's not. It's going to cost 15. I'm not sure how they're going to work that out, actually. If there's 6 people, well, I'm sure somebody will pay the extra, because that won't perfectly split into 6, will it? 100,000. Yeah, it doesn't really split properly. But yeah, it'll be like 16,000, I guess. So if you want to start a company with me, probably 5 of us will cost 20,000 each. Just let me know in the comments section, and we can do that. Now, I know, and I've even been advised that if I speak nicely to the developers about starting my own company, they'll credit me 100,000 euros to start my own company. And that's great. That's excellent. But I think it detracts a lot from what this is meant to be. You don't just want to work for any old Tom, Dick and Harry. You want to work for somebody who has taken the time to learn the game and understand its little quirks and oddities and what have you. I'm quite happy to join in as one of 5 or one of 6, whatever the situation is, and sort of buy a company as part of a collective. So you're going to need to have the money first. Now I don't think. Oma, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm going to delete this application for now, but that doesn't mean I don't want to start a company with you. It just means I need the space in order to create this multiplayer company. The following training courses must have been completed by at least one player. Disposition, staff, finances. Right. How do I do that? How do I do that? 76% punctual. 12 late stops. Oh yeah, I did. I did do that one entire route where I was late the whole time. 57% passenger satisfaction. That's due to the accelerator brake issue that I had. I fixed that. I have spent hours setting up my buttons. It's really, really complicated, really tedious. And because you have so many different variations of bus to cope with, spanning over a 30-year period, a 40, 50-year period, they have very different methods for doing things, which means your button configurations won't work with another. So you really need to spend some time setting that up. I think this morning I spent at least 2.5, 3 hours just sat there setting up buttons, driving around, testing it out. Still, I'm not 100% happy, but I think I'm at a point, hopefully, where I can actually use my buttons pretty much for any bus until I find one where it doesn't work, obviously. So anyway, I have no money. It seems. Is that the case? What's games? The driving file cannot be edited, deleted, or reset. Right. But the profile can be reset. Also, guys, you pointed out there's some really cool add-ons. I've been having a look at that, and I'll get into that at some point. But for now, at least, I just want to master OMSI and feel like I'm in control of what I'm doing at all times. Oh, yes. Yes. I think that's a good idea. We'll rank that at 5. Super. So yeah, this is what I don't understand. Go to multiplayer, found a new company, application for a new company. I need to do the training course for disposition, staff and finances. How do I do that, guys? Where do I do that? I don't understand. I'll show you in a minute. I've been into a multiplayer session. I went and joined a company. I tried to drive a route, and unless there's a communication breakdown, like a linguistics issue, I think it was going to charge me €2,000 to drive this route. That's what it seemed to be telling me. You'll see it in a minute. I'll show you anyway. I don't want to call the developers up and say, "Hi, I'm a big time YouTuber. I'm super important. Give me €100,000 so I can start a company without having to do all the legwork that's required by everybody else." I think that's just disgusting. I wouldn't do that. I just feel it's wrong. And if you've done that, and some people have asked me to do that because they want to come and join and drive with me in the company, and that's great. I mean, that's totally awesome of you, but I just feel like I need to do it properly. And this stuff seems to be important. Disposition, staff, finances, these seem like jobs I need to do. So I want to figure out how to do all this stuff before I start a company. So anyway, guys, I'm saying to you, if there are 5 of you out there, I'm not sure what the limit is. Let's say it's 5 for argument's sake. If there are 5 of you out there who want to come and start a company with me, you're willing to shell out 20 grand to start with, then let's do it. I'm going to figure out how to do all of these first. Hopefully that won't take me too long. I mean, there aren't that many companies to choose from, it looks like. YouTube company. Virtual Wine. Simpson stuff. American. Interesting. So this is Steve Chester. Another simmer. Very good simmer. Fellow Fernbus Simulator fan. He obviously he's got a company up and running. I believe he went down the getting the money from the developer route, which is fine. I don't have an issue with anybody else doing that. I just don't want to do it myself. So in the interim, if you're like, oh, for God's sake, Sim, just start a company so we can join up and play, man. Well, no, I'm sorry. I'm going to learn how to do this game properly before I do that. That's just the way I am. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that means you have to wait. I'm sorry if that frustrates you. But, Sims and stuff, he seems like a nice guy. By all means, go join up with Steve at Sims and stuff. And, maybe you'll learn an awesome load of stuff over there. And then when finally I've got my act together and created a company, then by all means come and join us as well, or whatever you want to do. But I just want to learn it properly, and when you look at it like this, it just feels like there's something I'm supposed to be doing, but I don't know what. Does that make sense? I'm going to have to look into it. Maybe I'll have to contact the developers and just say, hey, how the hell do you do this stuff? And then just see what they say, see what they come back to. So, yeah, there's not going to be a drive today, because today I'm training. I'm learning buttons, I'm setting stuff up. Like I said, 2.5, 3 hours I've been doing it already. I went and had a look at multiplayer the other day, and I was overwhelmed. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. So yeah, I just thought I'd give you an update, guys, really. Let you know what's going on and why it's going on and what have you. And oh, that's where ticket selling is. I found it. I hath found it. Right, so I see this is something else I'm going to be doing. I want to actually do the ticketing as well. Make it as realistic as possible. So I'm going to be practicing that. So yeah, next week, guys, there'll be a proper video up for OMSI. And I'll be trying out ticketing. I'll be testing out my new button configuration, which has taken me a long time to configure. I'll hopefully have figured out how to take those tests so that I can start the online company. And yeah, that's pretty much where I am in terms of OMSI, the bus company simulator. So I hope you can respect that. I hope you can understand that. And like I say, if you're interested in starting a company with me, let me know in the comments section. You're going to need, I think, about 15 to 20,000 for 5 of us. The least number of us that go in together and start a company, the more expensive it's going to be per person. So just to understand that. I want to take it semi-seriously. So if you just want to lark about and have a giggle and mess around, then probably we're not going to get on that well. But if you're serious, serious enough that you discuss things and we work together as a team and just try and have a good time and make the company profitable. Obviously, that's a key point. Then I think that's good. I think that's the best way, forward. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you have a good giggle at my first look at the multiplayer. It all went completely Pete Tong, tits up, total misfire. Yeah, whatever you want to say. Didn't go well. But hopefully I'll figure it all out and figure OMSI out as well, because there's a lot to learn here. You think jumping on a bus and driving it should be quite simple and straightforward. Well, A, it isn't, and B, when it's all in German or translated from German, It just makes it that little bit more complicated too. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Take care of yourselves. Until next time, goodbye.